Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. In this video I'm going to be telling you guys a few tips which I guarantee will win you more gunfights in Rainbow Six Siege and ways you can implement these tips in game. Let's get right into it. Alright, so the first mistake you're making in gunfights is crouching too much. Obviously, as you can see, when I crouch, my crosshair moves. As usual, it'll make it harder for you to aim in a gunfight if you crouch spam. Now, second reason, the more important reason why you shouldn't crouch is because, obviously, if I'm the average player, okay, I will aim at the chest level of my enemy. If my enemy starts crouching, their chest level becomes their head level, and it just makes an easy headshot for me. Try not to crouch too much, even though sometimes you're going to need it. Try to avoid crouching, as obviously it'll just make it easier for your opponents to hit your head. Now, you can always fix crouching, your crouching habit by going into your settings. That should be somewhere here. Yep, controls, customize controls, and you can just unbind this. Obviously, I don't have this habit, but if you're really struggling with it, I recommend you just unbind the crouch button. If it's not really a big habit for you, then you should just be able to do it by reminding yourself in game. Try not to crouch too much. That should be about it. Now, second mistake you're making in gunfights is spam leaning. Don't do this. Leaning makes your crosshair move. Okay? If you're aiming at someone's head and you just lean to the other side, it will actually move your crosshair off their head. Try not to spam lean while you're in fights. This is probably more important than crouching while you're in fights, or more dangerous. Don't lean while you're in a gunfight. It will just mess up your aim. It'll make it harder to aim. Don't do it. Majority of people try to just lean spam because they think it looks flashy. It doesn't look flashy. It looks stupid. Stop doing it. If you have this habit of spam leaning, the best thing you can do to fix it is to either hop into a arcade match, like a free-for-all, or you can always just hop in a map training and just constantly remind yourself, don't spam lean, and eventually you will get used to playing normally without leaning all the time. Now, the third mistake you're making in gunfights is wide swinging. Wide swinging is when, instead of taking small peeks like this to clear the room or info, you are just literally walking into the room like this and guessing where your opponent is. This is not good, and as you can see, as soon as I wide swing, I get hit by 2 enemies. However, if I just take small, quick peeks, or like leaning like this, you can get the info you need and just take the shots. Wide swinging gets a lot of people killed, and it's a very common habit that a lot of people have. Obviously, sometimes you're gonna have to wide swing when you're in short time situations and you don't have time to, peek every single little inch of the room. But don't always wide swing, especially at the start of the round when you have a lot of time. Just take small little peeks like this, and if you know how to Shiko peek like this, do that. How do I fix wide swinging? Now, when you get killed in game after you wide swing, so yeah, they didn't shoot me for some reason, but that should be enough of a reminder to just tell yourself next time maybe I should just quick peek like that and get the info you need before wide swinging a room. Or the other thing, which obviously leads on to the next part of the video, which is droning. You're not droning enough in games. This is another reason you're losing your gunfights. Instead of, you don't always have to, quick peek like this and sort of have to pre-fire sometimes. When you literally have a drone in your pocket, not many of you, I see this in lobbies I'm in, not many people actually use their drones, and it is getting you killed a lot of times. You can literally have a free enemy scan. Free enemy scan, right there. Even if they destroy your drone, you still know where they are, right? Use your drones. I can't emphasize this enough. Especially in a 1v1 situation, a lot of times people don't use their drone during the match, especially in a 1v1 situation like this. I can drone into the room, see where he is. Even if he destroys my drone, I still know his location. I can just take that peek and I have the win. Always drone. Don't ever not drone. There's no reason to not drone. You have a free drone in your pocket, use it. And when you don't have your drone, again, instead of wide swinging, getting yourself killed, just take small peeks like this and clear the room as you need to. Now, best way to fix wide swinging is to obviously hop in a map training like this and just practice not jumping into a room without clearing it first. Just practice sort of slowly peeking each inch of the room. And like that, you should build up a habit to do it in game. Now, the next mistake is probably the most common mistake in this whole video, and that is your crosshair placement. Majority of players will be aiming at the body of the enemy instead of the head. This is a terrible mistake. Do not shoot the body, shoot the head. Rainbow Six Siege is a one-shot headshot game, and if you're not taking advantage of that, then that's why you're losing gunfights, okay? The easiest way to fix your crosshair placement is in-game. You can just look at this second buckle right here on the barricade, any barricade. First buckle's right here, second buckle's right here. Aim at that level, around there. As you can see, it's at head level. So look, I'm gonna barricade this off. Look at the second buckle, turn to the right. It is exactly on the head of the opponent. Obviously that one's for in-game. There is a better way to fix your crosshair placement in the shooting range. You can always practice it. But I recommend in map training you just focus on, one of the good ways to fix your crosshair placement is just to, in map training, focus on shooting the heads. But the best way to do it is, there's a setting in map training actually. This setting in map training is going to make focusing on the heads, hitting heads so much easier. You've just got to go in here and set this to headshot only. It will not allow you to shoot bodies. If you shoot bodies, the dummies will tank your bullets. They will not take any damage. You will have to hit heads. You can do the same thing in the shooting range, and I will also show you a way to fix your crosshair placement in the shooting range, just by playing shooting range. I recommend using the shooting range and the map training, but shooting range first because it's easier. $1. Obviously, beforehand, go into your settings, change it to headshot only. Make sure it's on headshot only. Come to the shooting range. First thing you want to do, when you spawn here, just make sure you're aiming at this head level here. Get used to it. Make sure you're not aiming at the body. Focus on the head. Just literally focus on it. Build up this muscle memory to hit the head instead of the body. Alright. And then in here, headshot only on. This will teach you to hit heads all the time. Yeah, this is going to teach you to hit heads all the time. You can just repeat this drill for a few minutes before your ranked matches. If you fix this habit of aiming towards the body, I guarantee you will win more gunfights. Now, the number one piece of advice I can give you to win your gunfights is going to be something that doesn't actually revolve around your weapons, but revolves around your gameplay, your positioning. If you are a defender like I am right now, you should be staying in sight unless you're a Vigil or a Caveira. You should be staying in sight all the time. There is no reason to go out of sight, okay? Going out of sight is unneeded unless you're trying to reinforce a hatch or something like that. After you're done with that, you should stay in sight and hold an angle. That is the one thing you should be doing on defense. Rarely will people ever know what they're doing when they exit the building or exit the site. As a defender, that's why I say just stay in sight. Better safe than sorry, you know what I mean? Just stay in sight. Be a defender, that's your job. And as an attacker, obviously, as an attacker, most attackers do what they have to do because attackers for some reason don't make that mistake, but as an attacker, you should be focusing on the site. Sometimes I see attackers not going towards the site, but going somewhere else instead. Don't do that. Always just focus on the site. Don't go anywhere else. That's your job. Your job is to go into site. I'm sick of my teammates always just focusing on going other places instead of going towards site. It's so annoying. The best way to win your gunfights and your matches in general is to play the game how it's supposed to be played. Don't do anything dumb. Just play your role, okay? Attackers and defenders should be playing their roles. Now, I was going to add some stuff about sound cues into this video, but I did make another video completely dedicated to learning about sound cues in Rainbow Six Siege. That video should be on the screen right now. Now, if this video helped you out, or you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, please like the video, don't forget to join the Discord down in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one.